proud of it is because they do what they say they do. They don't overpromise and underdeliver. They do what they do. You have an owner that's giving us products that make sense, and if it makes sense, it makes money. We could have been in a company with a great comp plan, and we could be selling rat poison or toilet paper right now, but that's not what we're doing. Although 4-ply Charmin toilet paper would be pretty good, I think we could have done well this year. But we have a great line of products, and there's something for everybody. E for everybody, Emulant, E for everybody, from the womb to the tomb. And I can't wait to get those gummies. We're getting gummies, man. Not those kind of gummies. Dr. Orange, it's not those kind of gummies. All right, just checking. Because then we would really be appealing to, like, you know, the demographics would be off the charts. No, just joking. The comp plan. So what I want you to see here, what's really important to see, is that all three of my points are interwoven into one thing, because they all go back to the CEO. We have a great owner who's given us a great product that makes sense, and what makes sense makes money. And on top of that, has given us one of the best comp plans I've ever seen in this industry. And trust me, I spent 180 hours plus looking for a company, whether it was the owner or the product or the comp plan that didn't make sense. And I saw all the $100 bills coming to me. It made a lot of sense. But the fact of the matter is that we're not a comp plan that is hidden, that's top heavy. You've heard me maybe say this before. We have a bottom heavy comp plan. What is a bottom heavy comp plan in my vernacular to you here today? A bottom heavy comp plan is a comp plan that has been formulated by a genius of a CEO that knows that we can get money into people's hands as quickly as possible with a product that works. We are going to have a company that is going to be radically on fire, that is going to take over the earth. That is smart, when we get money into your hands as quickly as possible. And those who become successful in the leadership here is because they worked their butts off to get it right. They took responsibility. They owned their business. And if you succeed here, it wasn't because the comp plan paid better at the top. No, it's because you built a team of people to become successful. Because that's the way the comp plan pays out. So I want to go ahead and say this. And you can tell, how many of you realize I have a little bit of energy? Just a slight bit of energy. But it's super exciting to be a part of something like Valentus. And if this is your first company that you're looking at, let me tell you right now, you could not have stumbled upon a better opportunity. So those are the three reasons, ladies and gentlemen, that I believe Valentus is a winning company. And if you agree with me that Valentus is a winning company, then on the count of three, let's go ahead and shout Valentus. So 1, 2, 3. Valentus! Come on. So let me just go ahead and say this in ending my short time with you here. Go ahead and just understand, 2020 isn't over yet. Say that with me. 2020 ain't over yet. Say this. The best is yet to come. I'll say that one more time. The best is yet to come. Guess what? One more last statement, and it's this. And this is to come into agreement with our CEO. Valentus is growing and the orders are flowing. One more time. Valentus is growing and the orders are flowing. Give it up for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, welcome to the stage, Valentus' assistant to global expansion, Jeff Higginson.
Thank you very much. It's great to be with you here on your 6th anniversary. What a story this has become. I got a phone call in January of this year. I've been in this profession since 2005, and had led a couple of companies. And in the meantime, after selling the first one that I was a part of, I bought some storage units and started to get in the storage business. Bought properties, started building them. We've got 2 built. And I was kind of winding down from this space in my life. And then John and I get talking back and forth, and pretty soon we fly here to Sioux Falls. I've been all over the world, and 46 to 50 states. This was one that I hadn't been. It was in February. It was cold, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? Landed here. I looked around. I was like, what am I doing? And I walked into the office to meet Dave Jordan, and he was there. And I walked in, and I've sat in his chair before and been in his shoes before. And here's this guy in a black hat, a black shirt, shorts, colder than cold, gym shoes. And I thought to myself, what have I done? What's happened here? Well, we went and got talking, and we continued to talk for 3 solid hours. We laughed like I've not laughed in a long, long time. He impersonated 1,500 different people. I kept reminding myself what I was here for, and if I was, what was even happening. And we connected. We hit this off, and I thought to myself, I like this guy. This guy's got a lot of heart. He's got a tremendous ability to connect. He's really an infectious person. And his wife Joyce was there. And that's always an important thing for me, is to meet the other side of somebody. And what a remarkable person she was. And we went and had dinner, and I left. And I went back home, and I told my wife all about this trip. She said, you'll not believe this person that I met. I've been set on boards and with CEOs and a lot of things in my career. And then after meeting Dave Jordan, it was one of the most unique things that have ever happened to me. So what I'm here, he called me back, and I flew back out the next month, and he called me and said, hey, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like you to look at every component of our business. I'd like you to really delve in and see what's happening. This is my vision. This is what I think can happen. And I went back home, and I said, Abby, I'm going to go do this with him. This is an opportunity, and they come by in life rarely, right? And my life was great. I didn't come here looking. I wasn't interested in it. It was great. I said, the vision and the upside with Valentus is so powerful that it would be the gravest mistake I ever made if I did not help move this forward and be a part of Dave Jordan's team. And so I looked at everything. I looked at the product. You have a product here, and we talked about it earlier, the Emulin. Paper, research, science, everything about it. You can't ask for anything else. You could build the business into $1 billion business off that alone. I've got a father with diabetes. If I don't get things in control here soon, I like to eat. I worry about that. He's lost a leg, things like that. This is an important product, life-changing product. And so that was there. And then Dave Jordan was there, and I cannot tell you how strong and passionate and good-hearted he was in my perception of him, and then to hear all of you speak about him kind of confirmed that. And the only thing that I didn't for sure know was what was the field like. I got to meet John, and then I've met with some of you over the phone as we've talked about some projects. But today sealed that deal for me. You know what I heard today? I heard family. I heard love, culture. I heard all of the things a CEO wants to have in his company right here. And if it's right here, it's all around the world. And everyone that's tuning in today are a part of that. I can guarantee the strength of what we have here lies within the field, within each of you. And to hear your stories, touching stories, because that is what our profession is about. I did hear the word industry a lot. I don't think that's the word we use myself. We're a profession. You're professionals. This is a profession of fantastic leadership. And so I want you to know from me today that in my evaluation of Valentus, right, from top to bottom, you're where most never get. You're in the 2.1% category of companies that ever emerge. Has the ride been perfect? No, and I hope not. Because if it has, then it's not, we don't stand a chance. And I know some of you come into this event beaten and battered and maybe hurting a little bit. Frustrated, whatever, all the little things. But I want you to know, and I want everyone in here to know, that I would not have signed up for this if I did not think it was a winning ticket. I wouldn't have done it. I didn't need to do it. I didn't need the hassle and the headaches, the things that come with our profession. There's not a chance. I just wouldn't have done it. And so I want you to know, unbiased from Dave and his staff and each of you that have spoke today, that in my observation, as we continue to correct this ship, as Dave wants it corrected, continue to tighten it up, this becomes the best game in town. You are a part of the best game in town with a fantastic brand and idea and concept and message. And you've got the heart of a CEO and a founder that is required to win. It's required to win. Now I'll tell you, as I think about what I've heard today, as I think about where this company can go in the next 6 years, I'm also a numbers guy, and I look at all the numbers and I look at them closely. And if this company continues to maneuver, correct, and make the corrections it needs to make, and continue to get stronger and grow stronger, you can take over the next 6 years the numbers that stand today. So when you look at rank advance within this company, levels of rank advancement, they don't 1, they don't 2, they don't 3, they don't 4, they don't 5, they 6 times the numbers today. And that's just the numbers we know when companies go into the momentum that this company can achieve and go into. So when you look at that, now think of those numbers. If you think of $1 a second, like Mr. Carson talked about earlier, and now you take that and 6 times that, all of a sudden, the boats are lifted. People's lives are changed. A legacy begins to grow and live. It begins to grow and live. But it will take each of you in this room and those who are watching today a tweak in the mind and in the mindset of what they can believe and who they can believe they become, what they become. How can they become that? We've not seen our biggest rank in this business, in this company. It's not happened yet. John is our biggest right now. But we are going to unlock the doors. It could be somebody here, it could be somebody listening, and it's very possible that they are not even in our business yet. But here's what I can promise you in my experience, and I can only speak of my experience. In my experience, you will see the next 6 years become the legacy. The pioneers put it in play now, and the next 6 years will become the legacy. You've got to continue to be patient. But you've got to continue to knock our doors down. And we've got to respond. We've got to make correction. We've got to take in all the actions that we have. I've been able to work with some really good people here over the last few months. Some really competent, bright people. You've got some really good people here that do some amazing work, that are working their tails off. And because of that, and because of the passion, and because of the conviction, I'll tell you what, I started one from ground up. We sold it, 13 years later after we started it. And if I took the first 6 years, the 6 years, you're sitting in such a beautiful spot. You really are. You're sitting in a great spot. So here's a final call to action from me, because I actually am a coach. I coach high school football. I've done that for 25 years. I've ran companies. I've been able to do it. It works for my life. It's who I am. It's what I believe. I make it work. But here's a call to action to everyone within the sound of my voice. That today begins the day of the legacy holders here in Valentus. Today begins the day where decisions are going to be made. They must be made. They have to be made. If you think you've achieved where you wanted to achieve, you got to think again. And so if you're listening today to this message, it is this simple. This is a game of changing lives, one person at a time. One person at a time. And we have got to be engaged daily in those activities. And I'm learning all the new names, and somebody talked about working on birthdays and Christmas and all those things. And of course we do, because we're building legacy positions, legacy foundations, so that our kid can go to the Bahamas, so that our kid can go to space camp, so that our kid can have a better life, so that we can help the lives of those around us become better and greater in their pursuit of fulfilling their dreams. And so that action is, we have got to be involved in daily activity every day. And if this company does that, if we're involved daily in that, we become a part of the big boy club. And that is not an easy thing to do in this profession. That's certainly not impossible. And with this company and the pieces here and the people like yourselves who I've met today, and I'm sure the people who are tuned in, if we lock arms together and we attack this business daily together, and we stay involved, and we don't get selfish, and we put our egos aside, and we play to win and work hard together, then in 6 years from now, I don't know where I'll even be. Hope right here. But I'm just telling you, I promise you will remember today. You will remember this day, because you're part of the 2% that get to this point. Whoever starts in our profession. So my hat goes off to each of you for who you are, what you do, and what you've brought to this company. To Dave and Joyce, two very, very good people with very, very good hearts. And when you have that at the top, then everything's possible. And if you will take this product, Emulin, along with these other products, and lead in front with that, we're in a use share program, right? We use and share, we use and share, and we interact daily in our activities with our people. This will be one of the greatest rides we've all taken together ever. I thank you for my honor to be a part of that, for you allowing me to be a part of it. Dave and Joyce, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Dave, what a great guy. We've become really good friends. You're going to get to hear from him now, and then this house will come down, I'm sure, because this guy, I mean, he knows how to bring it. So with that, I want to say thank you. God bless you, and let's go Valentus.
All right, give it up. Please help me welcome back to the stage our coach, our CEO, our friend, Mr. Dave Jordan.
Wow. Did the day go by so fast? Or, you know, guys that are out there around the world, Mona and everybody out there watching, Yarlin and Yevgeny, I don't know if it's 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. We got about, I'm going to speed this up. We got about 30 minutes left. We're going to make it real quick. And then everybody that's here gets to go have some Valentus cake and some pizza and enjoy our 6-year anniversary party in our suite. So we're going to party down. So do not eat. Guys, you know, John was up here a little bit ago, and I was looking over at Patty. Patty's looking back at me. And, you know, John speaks with a lot of emotion when he knows it's the real deal. And when he found out the numbers that we were doing, you know, the one thing I love, John says, people will come, people will go, but Valentus will continue to grow. And while he said that, he had an attitude about it. So he didn't say it like that. He goes, guys, people will come, people will go, but Valentus is going to continue to grow. And as he did that, John knows I'm a poet. As he did that, for 2 minutes, I wrote my own. Now, you know, guys, I love everybody. There's not many people that walked away from this company. And you know, I feel sorry for all of them that did, because I know, like Jeff said, Jeff forgot more about the industry in the 14 years he's been in it than I know. That's why he's here. You know, Bruce Matheson, the leadership, everybody. I mean, what we're doing is, I know I'm not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree. I know that, you know. But what I try to do is I try to surround myself with people like Jeff, the brightest bulbs on the Christmas, people like Joe Aarons and Kevin Thomas, George Ho, and, you know, unbelievable people. People that can get the job done. Terry Reckner, I mean, the lady works her tail off for this company, you know. But John says that poem, and I'm sitting there, and this is to everybody that's ever left. It's a very small crowd. But if you're watching, you know, there's some deep friends. There's some that, you know, I've had broken hearts a few times. They know who they are, and I'm sure she's watching, and there's a few others watching. But here's the deal. Valentus is real. Valentus is true. I know you were watching, and it wasn't for you. Today you are watching, and you are not bored. If you've been out more than 6 months, go call Karen Ford. Guys, I'm telling you, this thing is going to light up like a Christmas tree. This thing is going to, John, no, how was that? That was written in 2 minutes. Like I said, the rapping, when rap told me to rap, and I came to California and I was rapping, and then Joyce, it's 2 in the morning and I'm writing a rap in Vancouver. Guys, I'm not a serious dude. I come up here and have fun, like Jeff said. Jeff came in my office. I'm wearing my shorts. I got a Hawaiian shirt on. We're talking about sports. We ain't even talking about network marketing. We go out to eat at the Brazilian Grill. He slides down. He's on the phone with his daughter. No, you're not getting a cell phone. I said, man, I like that guy. The next thing you know, he tells John, man, I really like Dave. I really like Dave. And what, 2-3 weeks later, we're talking, and then you're here. You know, and there's so many people. My phone went dead. My phone went dead. Mike McCormick, Chuck Hansen, they're texting me. This is a bomb. This is the best one ever. This is, you know, my phone went dead. I don't know how many texts I was receiving from people just saying, what an incredible event. What an incredible opportunity. Guys, you got to remember, this is our home, Sioux Falls. This is right out our back door. And with 5,000 people supporting it around the world, that's how much. We had over 5,200 register 2 hours ago. It was the registration numbers. With those kind of numbers, we're doing this again in 3 months. You know, November, I'll have it on Turkey Day. I mean, we'll have it on Turkey Day. And Elvis will be in the building, right? Because I love that suit, dude. I mean, I would even do a little carry-on. I mean, I love it. That's Elvis stuff. That's Elvis Presley stuff there. You know, when you can put the jacket on and you can look at it, you know, like Mark Malvise is up here. Mark's going, and I'm telling you, we got Meatloaf over here. And he's over here and he's up here. But right there's my boy. That's Dan Aykroyd right there, my man. And one day, I told him, one day we're going to start out, we're going to do the Blues Brothers, and he's going to be Butch, and I'm going to be whatever their names are, Jake and Elwood. And we're going to knock it out of the park. I'm talking into a beeper. I mean, I'm so used to holding the mic. Hey, Joe, are you watching? You don't have to be a rocket scientist to run a company and to make the right moves. You know what I mean? You just don't. Perfect example. Guys, 6-year anniversary. That picture was taken in Orlando during a hurricane, me and my wife. Thank you for being here, dear. You guys all got bags in your room. That was all done by Joyce. People going to thank me. That has nothing to do with me. She puts all the time, all the effort, everything into that. You wouldn't see her at home. She's just rocking and rolling and putting all that stuff together because she loves you guys more than me. I'm being honest. I know her heart, you know? I'm telling you. So that's why she come up with home is where the heart is. And we call up Bruce Matheson. And Bruce goes, yeah, let me play with that a little bit, you know? And he comes up with a heart, and he comes up with the home, and he puts the V in it. I said, you got it, dude. You just created something that's never been created. It's beautiful. But home is where the heart is. And we're 6 years old. We're going to be 12 years old in 6 years. We're going to be 12 years old after 6 years, which is 24 years. And I might be up there like this going, that damn Joe Aarons, that Emulin here works. We're now a 65-year-old company, and I'm 123 years old. But that Emulin works. You know, I'm telling you. I mean, I'm excited about everything we're doing, guys. And last night we had a little party in here, and we did a little comedy show, and we had Haremza's Angels and Morning Angels. And I mean, it was just like, and then Dr. Chi was Bosley. I mean, those of you who missed that out in the world, tune into Charlie's Angels. Picture John Haremza being Charlie, and then 4 little Filipino angels, and you got Haremza's Angels. And I also know Paul Moore's watching out there. We also got Paulie's Angels, so we're starting to get all kinds of angels groups, you know? And then we got Ricky over here with the California Angels. He lives in Anaheim. Give him the heater, Ricky. Guys, I had fun today. You know, I want to tell you this. I'm going to click on here. So, 6 years old. Thank you for all the support. And these are the people that were here earlier, so that got a little scoop. But here's our corporate offices. We took a few pictures to show people around the world just to give them an idea of where we're going with this opportunity, you know? Our facility here, you see where it gets shipped out. You see where everything goes, but you don't see where the room is, where each product is quarantined with the FDA, with Janet Carpenter back there with Ben. They quarantined everything, put it in a separate room. There's a lock. There's only one person with the key. And it's just, that's what you have to do. Who didn't like watching Kevin Thomas today wearing a hairnet? I'm going to give that man so much crap next time I see him with the mask on. I mean, he looks like Shimmick and me playing Keno. You know what I mean? I mean, in the casino, they call Shimmick Dr. Marcus Welby. He's got a beeper on. You walk into the thing with gloves on. It's unbelievable. But guys, this corporate office, when we bought it, we paid cash for it. Everything we got is debt-free. Everything we're doing is done not out of our means. It's done not where, you know, Valentus is saying, like Jeff said, we're going to be a $300 million company next month. No, we're not. We're going to grow it. We're going to build it. We're going to pay our distributors more. We're going to have great products. We're going to have great formulators. We're going to have great people behind everything that we're doing. And that's how we're going to get to 20 million a month. That's how we're going to get, it's called baby steps. You don't need to go from 5 million to 80 million. You just don't. And I don't, because I don't need to, and I don't want to. I want to go slow and steady, like John says, just keep it moving, keep it growing, like the Valentus is growing, the orders are flowing. Keep it moving, keep it moving. And Jen, I had to announce when you were done today, and I was lumped. I was, welcome to the state. I mean, you had me going. I mean, listen to her story, guys. I said when we started this morning, find that moment. Find that moment where you literally say to yourself, and you don't lie to yourself, you say, if it is to be, it's up to me. My wife always says that. If it is to be, it's up to me. You need to take these moments. If it's not Mark Mulvey's almost falling off the stage with his foot hanging halfway over, and I'm going, oh my God. The guy knows the stage. I mean, he just needs an electric guitar and look out. I mean, the dude knows the stage. That's why he's up there. And I said, man, hey, you're warming up in the bullpen. I'm coming up here and I got to light it up, and I want you up here. Because that man lights me up every time he's on this stage, And then I wanted Jeff up here because he's my new buddy. I want to show him respect. I want to show him what we're doing, and I want to, the guy deserves respect. I mean, you're gonna turn this company into a giant with us, and you're gonna be a helping hand, and you're gonna be a cane to lean on, a shoulder to lean on, and you're gonna get yelled at. We're gonna fight.
That's unbelievable that number can remotely be even possible on a Sunday around the world. It was Greg Austin opening this up this morning. Burt Reynolds, I mean, you did great. I mean, you're standing back there, you did a great. I mean, you got your ticket. You got it stamped to the next one. You're in. I mean, it's incredible. So, guys, so many announcements, conventions. We got 3 places picked out for our next convention. Now, keep in mind, we've already got 1,000 people registered for this next convention. 1,150 people registered for this next convention. It's either going to be in Edmonton, Alberta, Orlando, Florida, or Las Vegas, Nevada. The reason why Orlando's in the middle, because it's probably going to get plopped out, because they always want me to show up beginning of August or the end of November, and that's hurricane season. And I said, no, I want to go in April. I want to go in May. If I go in May, then I know that I can go in May and I ain't got to worry about the wind blowing. Last time I went there, it was like I was calling John on the eve. Hey, John, should we pull the event off? Damn right we are. I'm going to be on my way. I don't care if I got to fly through a tornado. We're going to be there. That event propelled this company, John. That event triggered something, triggered everybody, triggered just everything that was going on. And that event was amazing. So sometime in 2021, it's going to be at one of these areas, either Las Vegas, Orlando, or Edmonton, Alberta. And the reason I like Edmonton, Alberta, and Vegas and Orlando, because all 3 of them are pretty easy to get to. Their hub airports are big, but Vegas is the one I'm really leaning towards. Las Vegas, because everybody likes Vegas. I can go there in 3 hours and pay for the convention, hitting a couple jackpots. I mean, guys, we're in this ballroom here. They gave me the ballroom, and they also handed me 3 big checks for $80,000 in my room. I mean, it's unbelievable what they do here. It's such an amazing thing. But guys, the convention, get ready. It's going to be exciting, and it's going to be unbelievable. And also, if you're a triple diamond, now a new triple diamond, or a triple diamond who is advanced from our last event in Atlantis, we're either going to be going to Atlantis or the Bahamas. I'm going to show you a quick little video, And they're fighting with me right now, calling me, hey, Mr. Jordan, how you doing? You know, they're doing everything to get us to lock in. But so what I want to do is back this up for a minute. Can you show them 2 videos of the Bahama, and just a quick little video? A few of you in this room have seen this. Here's the Bahama. So those are our 2 choices for our next rewards trip. Those are the 2 choices that we're looking at, either Atlantis or the Bahama. It'll be sometime. Now, here's the thing about me, and I know it might upset some people, but with this pandemic going on, certain countries get shut down. They don't let people fly out. They don't. And if I can't include somebody because their country said, I don't want to do the event. I think that it's got to be everybody included, everybody rolling, or we don't do the event. And we just wait until everybody can go and everybody can enjoy, because they deserve it to go. They deserve to go on this trip. And when you go on this trip, you know, you guys don't even realize how fun it is to be on the beach with Kevin Thomas and Joe Aarons and watching Kevin Thomas's wife buy fish burgers and feed them to the cats. And I said, what are you doing? They need to eat too. I said, wow. She's feeding all the cats on the island. I said, Jen, there's plenty of fish for these cats to go. Now they're hungry. And she's out there buying all these fish burgers and feeding them to the wild little cats on the island. It was kind of cool. But anyway, so there's Atlantis. If you're a triple diamond advancing to blue diamond, or a new triple diamond that's never been on this trip, you've already stamped your ticket. Stay active, stay at triple diamond or above, and you're going to Atlantis or the Bahama when we put the date. And also, a few of our employees will be going. So I hope that, you know, you're out there and you're selected. I know Eileen got the opportunity to go on the Atlantis trip, and it was beautiful, wasn't it? It was a great break, 1 week. And the good thing about me is my phone don't work there. So I'm pretty much, you know, free for a week. And, you know, I get to play craps with Davey. No, roulette wheel. Me and him were playing the roulette wheel. I never had more fun with Davey Fran. He walked up and we were playing roulette, and we were playing for an hour. And then we're cashing out. Me and Davey won. And we're cashing out. And Susan, his mom, goes, oh, he don't even understand the money. He just wants a chip. I said, he's got $200 coming. He don't want it. He just wants a chip. I said, wow, we're going to play again, Davey. No, but guys, there's so many good announcements. There's so many things that are happening right now. And guys, we believe we cracked the code to turn on the engine of the thermal roast. You know, there's companies out there right now with a thermal perk type of coffee ingredient type of pill. And we know what they're doing and how they're doing and what they're cracking. But I believe that thermal perk, for the people that have gotten it, like listening to Karen Ford talk about some of her distributors and some of the people that have tested this product with the coffee. Keep in mind, guys, this product is the stuff that just you can't really mix in a coffee and make it taste good. So when people have a coffee that works, that really works, it doesn't have a good taste to it. Well, everybody loves the taste of thermal roast. Everybody loves thermal roast. Well, now we got the ingredients that perk it up that should be in it, but it wouldn't make it taste like thermal roast. So the perk 30 minutes before the roast will get you perking thermal roast. And you'll be perking like me. You might be not as big as me, but you'll be perking like me. I mean, I'm serious. I was sitting with Joe Aarons last night, and him and Jeff and Bruce and me were sitting down, and I'm going to go off the record, Joe, and I'm going to say this. But we're sitting there, and Joe's eating the pizza, and I'm not. And I look at Joe, and I said, I'm getting ready to really hammer that emulum with the new perk and with the new coffee. And he goes, what did you say, Joe? You go, damn, you're a lard ass. He said, I said, well, I mean, it's been COVID-19, and I'm cooped up in my house, and I gained 19, you know, and I kind of boycotted the coffee till we got the perk. I said, because that's how you do it. You boycott it, you get the perk. Well, the perk's here. And the people that cared for it and the people out there that are using it, that are trying it, that are seeing it, that are watching it work, are saying, you know what? It's pretty perky, and it's going to perk you up. So Thermo Perk is an incredible product, equals thermal roast for a bigger, better, faster working way to have them work together, and there ain't no more excuses on, I want the old Optimum. No. Thermo Perk's better. And if you don't like capsules, if you don't like coffee, if you don't like anything to do with coffee, then we got 24/7. That works too. That one works. A lot of my friends are on 24/7, and they've melted like a snowman, you know. And that one there is just a beautiful pill you take that the incredible Joe created. So, and now here we go. This one here is personal. I hope he's watching. Are you watching? I hope you are. Ring me. But anyway, I was with a company once, and their product was called Natural Cellular Defense. And I came up with this product because everybody talks about zeolite. And one of my very greatest friends in the world, and I hope he's watching, Grandpa Joe, I call him. He played for the great John Wooden. He was a UCLA basketball player, but he loved zeolite. And he was the top recruiter in my old company, and he wasn't even in my downline. But the dude would sit next to me at an event, he'd hand me his peanuts, and he'd say, hey, you know, just full of love. Me and Joyce got to see him on rewards trips, and we loved him and his wife. I invited them to Toronto. They kind of went off on the city, did everything they wanted to do. But now, we got the NCD. Natural Cellular Detox. And I believe Kevin's NCD, watching that video today, is better than all them. I mean, I knew there's a lot of people out there with knowledge of it. They say they got this, they say they got papers, they say they got that. Show me, I've been waiting for 27 years. I want to see it, you know? I want to see it. So here's the thing. We got zeolite. I know Chris Lamont today pulled his name out of the hat, won $1,000 credit. But one thing about Chris Lamont, Triple Diamond, he loves sushi bars. And he's eating a lot of sushi, a lot of heavy metals. And the zeolite, detoxes your body of the heavy metals. So this product was made, one of those guys like Chris Lamont telling me every month, hey, Dave, where's the zeolite? Hey, where's the zeolite? Felice Miller, get me that damn zeolite. I need the zeolite. But guys, there's no more excuses. Zeolite is here. And ours has a pretty blue bottle. Ours has a bottle that looks like zeolite that says, you know what? NCD, Natural Cellular Detox. And my number is, well, we're national, so I won't do that, but I would love him to call me, John. I would love him to call me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grand Falls here on the boardwalk. The main event of the evening. I want one round with that guy, John. Me and him. Be fun. So, he knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, Natural Cellular Detox. Get ready, guys, because this one's about to go global. And, you know, so many other announcements, so many other things that are happening right now. And the friends, the people you work with. John gets up here, starts talking, and, you know, I'm over here sitting down, and I know John better than anybody. So I know when John's about ready to let one out and just, you know, get all choked up, I know how he is. I know how John is. But I'm the same way. You know, I start thinking of people. I start seeing all these different people. Look at these guys. Me and Joe Aarons. Remember what Jeff said? He met me in shorts. Well, there's me and Joe agreeing to a multi-gazillion-dollar deal. He's wearing a Florida Gators sweater. I'm in my tropical shirt and shorts. This is who we are, you know? And me and Jerry Booth. You know, Jerry Booth is not in this room. And it's kind of like, he's like the life of the party. And he just, well, where's the karaoke? I'm going to sing you into the ground. Bring it on, Chuck. You know, me and Mark Movies, I mean, the guy, you know, we've had signs from God together, me and this guy. I mean, seriously, I told him, I want you here. I don't want you to leave. He prayed about it. And then I didn't answer him. God answered him. I didn't. You know, he showed me. It's a true story. It's in my book. That's the new thing. I'm going to show you in a minute. Everybody had to talk about it and say, just read the book. So I'm going to tell people, Dave, how about just read the book? You know, because that's what it is. And Felice Miller and Karen Ford, and there's me and John doing two. And then there's me and George Ho. George Ho, we were in Vancouver. Me and Dr. Chi. Dr. Chi always takes great selfies. You know, he comes up. You know why? Because he catches you off guard. He comes up and goes, Dave, I take a fake selfie. And you're off guard. And then you look and say, man, it's a great shot. You know, he caught me in the wrong moment, you know? And just so many friends on these pictures here. Me, Bruce Matheson, and Rudy in the end. So it went short, bigger, best. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was like a little accordion, you know? But there's so many friends. Me and Bob Novell. My friend Bob Novell, you know, put the big band together in Orlando, got down there in a hurricane, drove the RV through whatever. He was there. And we had him. I mean, that room rocked. You know what I mean? My dad was there that night. I remember, you know? But, man, Mike King, Kevin Thomas, there's so many friends on there. You know, Dr. Mueller. These are just, look at me and Davey on there. John was there, Rob. Me and Davey there. Dave Jordan, he comes walking in. I lock up. He looks just like my little nephew. And the dude's full of love. You know? He's just unbelievable. But all these guys, look at when I handed Davey that award with Joyce. And he is just so proud. Look at him look at that award. I'm holding the award up. And he is so proud of that award. That was Valentus' #1 fan. You know why? Because nobody can even come close. That kid loves everybody in this business, good, bad, or ugly. He loves them all. And that's what I love about him. You know? So many people on these pictures. You know, Mike McCormick. Man, great moments in 6 years. Great moments. You know, me going to the presidential inauguration, meeting Rudy, I'm going to go off a limb here, meeting Don Carson. I'm in Kelowna, British Columbia. I meet this guy, Don Carson. We sit in the bar at this little party they put on. It was the first event we ever had. I sit in the bar with Don for 2 hours. And we're going back and forth on marketing, on what he did and what I did and what he did. It was like we were stepbrothers. Me and Don Carson could probably make another movie like Step Brothers. We really could. Because the guy, me and him have so much in common when it comes to business, when it comes to failure, when it comes to success, when it comes to energy, when it comes to love, when it comes to, you name it. He's the guy, you know, and just so many. Miracle on Ice and the World Series, Game 7. You know, me and Kevin Thomas inking a deal to just take this company to the next level and bring so many great people out, so many great people with it, you know? The guy's the real deal. Guys, I'm telling you, here's what we can expect in the second half. You know, like Terry said earlier, a new international warehouse, you know, in 2000 here in the next 2 months. It's going to have this thing shipping everywhere, you know? Products with the Zeolite and the Thermal Perk, you just saw them, you know? A new international customer support, guys. You know, Chelsea, Jess, you know, they take so much, you know, just so much. How do you say it? You guys take a lot of ammunition. Bam, bam, bam. I mean, it's like, you know, it's crazy. And this new warehouse and this new center and this new stuff is just going to take the pressure off of everybody, not just Chelsea, not just Eileen, not just Jess. I mean, the whole staff, you know. And then we're looking at our new merchant services. I mean, we're going to have incredible merchant services. Guys, Terry was on the phone with me. We didn't even realize we had the greatest guy in the world for the last 5 years. Didn't even realize it, Terry. Did you realize it? I didn't. No, the guy's a rocket scientist. Oh, you want to go here? It's easy. Oh, you want to go there? It's easy. Oh, you want to go here? I mean, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable, you know? And guys, the global app that Nate and John went over, the global app, it's going to be, if we just use that app properly, this thing can turn on like you've never seen, you know? The new Prosper magazine he talked about, the texting system. Nobody in the industry has the lock your spot system, like Andrew said. Talking about AOL up here, talking about the great launch of that system. We got a system, guys, that if people knew we had it, they'd all want to use it. It takes away a lot of things. new international products with the Europa Joe and things that are coming out are to get us registered in countries. So Mona and a lot of these leaders can say, man, oh man, we made it through the rain. We did it. We came this far. Just so much. And other products that we're looking at in 2020. And I'm going to bring my good friend up here in just a minute here, Dr. Joe, to talk with him again. And then, like I said, a new website with all the bells, all the whistles, and everything you want on it. There's only one problem. I prepaid. Well, okay, I'll get it done. I prepaid. You know, the guy needed some money. I prepaid him, and we've been waiting like 6 months. So I'm not going to lie to anybody. I prepaid. You know, that always is something that when you prepay, it's like you prepaid. So, you know, anyway, Thermo Perk and NCD. Think about it. Thermo Perk and NCD. Guys, today at 6 o'clock Central Time, you're going to be able to buy one bottle of Thermo Perk and one bottle of NCD. Now get this. It's only for the first 1,000 people. 1,000 bottles of each. You only get one on each order. So here's the beautiful thing. You get one with a 3. You can choose one of each with a 6. Get this. You can choose one of each with a 16. Not 4, not 8, not 12. One of each because it's a pre-launch. And you can choose one of each with a 36. So if you're signing up a career pack, you get one of each. I don't want to hear it. If you sign up a builder pack, you get one of each. I don't want to hear it. If you sign up a 6-pack, you get one of each. If you sign up a 3-pack, you can choose one or the other. And it's only going to be on till midnight, and it's only 1,000 bottles of each. So it's just for the people viewing, watching, so we can get feedback. You might have it shipped separately. Eileen, it might be shipped separate from the order they ordered. So if they get the regular order, we ship it, and then we ship the Thermo Perk out or the NCD 3 days later when it comes in the warehouse. That's how we're going to probably set that up. So guys, I am just so excited about that. And now the new Prosper magazine. You know, we wanted a magazine this time that was a tool. And I just thought to myself, you know, I'll never forget Dr. Chi in Orlando. We're in Orlando. We got this great event. Joyce lights it up. We're in Disney World, the Magical Kingdom, in the heart of Orlando. She makes the whole room Disney. I was against it. She was for it. She won the war. She put it out. It was the hugest hit we ever had at an event. She had all these little party things on, all these little things. And I just remember looking out at Dr. Chi. And I'm up here and Jenny's on the podium. And Jenny's on the podium, and she's going, the winner of the product formulation. And Dr. Chi's over there. And I'm saying, oh, geez, we didn't forget Dr. Chi. No. And all of a sudden I go, our executive of the year, Dr. Chi. And he deserved it, you know? I mean, he had Jen Melendez and Mae Boland and all these different people. And this dude deserved that award. I mean, he did. And you know what was good about it? Rick Geralds, who's got 6 diamonds himself, come in second place 3 times. The dude has come in second place 3 times. And he was humble about it. I said, Rick, you're number 2. I can't do it, you know? Karen Ford deserves it. You know, she come through thunder. She's lost this, she's done that. And Rick Geralds is my brother. You know, he's up there talking and he's up there teaching, he's up there training. But the one thing about me and Rick, if I had to go to war, he'd be right there by me, man. I mean, me and Rick are brothers. I mean, it's the way it is. I mean, Bruce, if we could ever have that Rick Geralds bond, like me and Rick have been through wars, man. I mean, me and Rick have literally been through wars with these owners. That's why we're here. Rick yelled at me for 5 years to launch Valentus. He goes, Dave, just launch the damn company, man. I'm ready, you know? And he went through wars with me. He wasn't a quitter. He wasn't a quitter like Patty said. These people quit. They get tired. They get hurt. They get belief hurt. They lose their focus. They lose their thoughts. They quit. And then they regret it in 6 months. They regret it in 8 months. They regret it in 12 months. And they're saying, man, what would I have been there? What would I have been there? How could I have done that? All I needed was one good person more. You know, why? And it breaks my heart, guys, you know? So Bruce gives me a couple little announcements because Bruce is our director of marketing. So he really is now going to be doing the national calls and a lot of the back office stuff with the national calls and stuff like that. Just the marketing side of it. And he said now the thermal roast video and the Powerline video are both now subtitles. They're both bilingual. So you're saying that they're for you're kind of got closed caption. So you can now watch them for the hearing impaired. And we're planning on putting together in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to have this on the new Ghost website that I'm waiting for, that I prepaid for. One of my best friends, who my wife told me, don't prepay him. Kevin Thomas, huh? Kevin Thomas says, Don't prepay them. Hey, Raul, you got the towel? I got a cut here on the side end. Hey, kid, hang on a second. Hey, Mick, you got to get my nose here a little broken here, you know? Hang on, you know what I mean? Get the sweat up my head here. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Hey, he's my corner man. Raul's my corner man. If you heard Michael Buffer go, managed by Raul Martin, Olympic gold medalist Dave Jordan. So anyway, so we're going to have a doctor's advisory board, and we're going to put this whole thing together. In the next couple weeks, Bruce will be reaching out to everybody with an email, putting it on the site now. Even if it ain't the news site yet, we're going to have our doctor's advisory board. We're going to have a monthly call once a month at our national call where the doctors will come on and talk about the products, talk about everything out there. And I'm not going to go down the list of doctors right here, but we will be listing them, Bruce. And because I don't want to mess up on a name and get one of them mad at me because the chat, you know, you got cursive writing, and it's me and John are like, let's see here. I mean, me and John are, you know, John, I'm admitting it. You know what I mean? We are. I mean, it's the way it is. But the one thing about me and John, we got the same work ethic, you know? But it's to be, it's not to be, you know? So Prosper Magazine. Guys, you can go around the website tonight. I'm hoping tonight. You're going to be, what do they name? 25 for 10? Postage included? Okay, so that'll probably not be, but they're going to be $25 for 10, and then probably some postage, whatever the postage number is. But they'll be live tonight. You can order them 10 at a time. And in the next month, once we get them all settled in, we'll have them in all the career packs too once we get through all the other magazines. So there's some incredible things that are happening. And guys, what I want to do is bring up Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe, come up here for a minute. Look at, there's a fly. There's a fly on the monitor. Look at, there's a fly on the deal there. My dad always said to me he was going to come back as a fly. And there's a fly right here on the monitor, right up front here. Yeah. So anyway, Joe. So you're my man.
Socially distanced.
COVID, yeah. COVID, you're good. Everyone go. Oh, dude, you don't even got the stat. Man, I'd be moving that.
Keep it up.
No, you're good, man. No, this guy right here, we are going to be coming out with some incredible things. I'm going to try to get down to Florida with Kevin, with Joe, and just where we're going with Valentus over the next 6 to 12 months on product development formations. He's got some incredible things that we're bringing to the field of this product line. And I just wanted you to share with them, Joe. You talked a little bit today about the brain product, you know, what we're doing, but we're looking at really kind of doing an incredible together deal to go globally like we talked last night. And we're going to talk about that sometime tonight together to really take Emulin, to take 24/7, mainly Emulin. And with that new video today that's not done, we want to get that out there and have that go viral because that product needs to be taken by everybody. So is there anything, Joe, is there anything you want to, what am I, shooting or something? Are you one of them COVID dudes?
6 feet. 6 feet.
6 feet social distancing.
Somebody's going to see this internationally and say, well, that doctor up there, he didn't know what he was talking about.
No, you're right. 6 feet's good.
6 feet.
6 feet. Well, the ring's about 12 by 12. What are they, Tanner? 12 by 12? Yeah, 6 feet's good. Go ahead.
Well, you know, at ATM, we've had a strong partnership with you now, and we've committed to each other. The way ATM does things is like 40, 30, 20, 10. 40% of our time, we keep the current products we have, make sure they're pure, improve the sourcing, and make sure it's the best product they can be. Then about 30% of the time, we improve those products. Like we might take this 24/7, like make a caffeine-free version of that.
Yes.
20% of the time, we go really on new products, and that's then where the brain formula would come in. And we have a lot of other, and then 10% just over the top, things that we're looking way out in the future. So that's how we schedule our work. We probably do have about 30 products in our pipeline. The type of things are like, what about this, an instant weight loss? You know, if you get ready for that bathing suit time, it's not something that you could take every day for months, but you know, 30 days, lose 10 pounds. And the brain formula, which is going to be probably 2 versions, one for children to improve school performance and alertness, and the other one would be for old farts like yourself.
So them gummy bears, are they going to be able to eat the whole jar and you won't get hurt?
Yeah, you got to worry about that. And I really want to get into this gummy business. We'll talk about that with when we go down to meet in Florida.
Yeah.
But you know, this gummy is a really
It's a wave. A lot of companies are doing that now.
What about a product for pets, dogs?
Well, we got the spray. We got Max. We got the Max spray, the canine.
Yeah, we could make an emblem product for a dog.
Well, then let's talk about it. Well, Terry's over here screaming. I know Lynn's probably over going, I don't need that cornbread. I want the dog product.
Well, we're going to roll these out, in a scheduled time, not dump them all on the market at once, but let's go through it logically. And
we're going to knock it out of the park, Joe.
You put on
Joe,
the
I just want you to look
it.
at the world, and I want you to say, as we're standing here together, 6 feet apart of COVID, guys, this is Joe Aarons. You saw Kevin earlier. We are going to take on the world with some incredible products. They're coming. Yep. And before I close, I just wanted you to meet Joe again, have him come up here and say a few more words, because right now we can't be connected at the hip, but we will be connected at the hip, So thank you, Joe, and we are going to rock this company, okay?
Knock it out of the world.
Knock it out of the woods. We're almost done, guys. 5 minutes and we're done. Thanks, Joe. So, guys, I don't want to brag about anything with myself or whatever, but, Nate was talking about my new book. And I've worked on this book for about the last 20 years. And I just, it's a page, you save it. It's a page, you save it. You wake up at 4 a.m, you write, and you save it. And it came out to about 200, it'll probably be about 210, 215 pages when it's done. It's a hardcover. And it's going to be done in the next week or so. I know it's all laid out, but it's going to be on the back office for pre-sale. I don't know yet if they're going to list it tonight or tomorrow or whatever, or even what the price is yet. We're just trying. It's not a profit center for me. I don't want it to be. But, we got John's book. Right or almost right. And this book here in Valentus, I think we've done about 20,000 of these, John, maybe 25,000 through the company. It's a great book. It's an easy read. But about 2 weeks ago, guys, I sat with a guy named David Schmall, and he gave me this book. I met him in Fargo through my friend Jerry Booth. Jerry Booth told me to go meet David, so I did. And the name of the book is It's Not a Hard Habit to Break. And it's a very short read, not a lot of pages. Took me 2 days to read it, but I'm reading it 3-4 hours, and I'm a slow reader like John. Me and John reading it's not a hard habit to. That's how I read, John. That's how we both read. But here's the thing, guys. It's a great book. Go online and find this one, because if you want to get out of your bad habits, David Schmall wrote the book to get you out of your bad habits, and it's a very easy read. And Jerry Booth introduced me to this guy, and Jerry and Kim Booth are just absolutely lucky to have this guy look at our company and say, I want to build Valentus with Dave and Jerry and Kim and John. And guys, all I'm going to tell you is this. My book's going to be out there, but it's not a big deal. You'll be seeing it. You'll be hearing it. You'll be hearing about it. There's a lot of people that endorse my book. There's a lot of people that want to be with Dave Jordan, talk with Dave Jordan, have fun with Dave Jordan. Like Bruce Matheson, he was playing Keno with me now the last 2 days. And you're addicted, ain't you, Bruce? You kind of are. The only thing is Shimmick's pushing you off the chair. Who the hell is he? I thought I was your Keno friend. Well, there's plenty of chairs, Don. I thought I'd be sitting in that chair. Well, Don, stop it. So anyway, here, I love that man. Just so you know, he knows. He's probably watching at home. He knows I love him. And guys, I'm telling you right now, this company is about to take off. We're about to go global. We're about to just get every little loose end. I love what Jeff said when he came here. He's here to fix the loose ends. He's here to fix the loose ends. And when I get on the phone, my good friend Mike McCormick, he goes, hey, Dave, I really like that Jeff. I really like that Jeff. I'm telling you guys, we are at the right place at the right time. John, what time is it? We made it. We're going to go eat some cake, John, in my room with a little pizza. And then tomorrow I'm going to worry about putting this suit off and losing some weight, getting on a new thermal perk and showing the world in 3 months when we do it again that this event will rock the house again. We made it. No hiccups. Thank you, everybody around the world. We love you. Dear, I love you. And we are going to rock the house tonight. Thanks, everybody.
Crazy shit I did, those will be the best memories.
The party starts at 6 p.m. in room 236. Wear comfy clothes and flats. And remember, it's a deep freeze in his room. If you have sweats, sweatshirt, comfy socks, yes. And for my Filipino team,